chips, the cookies. I don't even want that brownie. Blessings and peace, world. Whew, I gotta lose weight. I knew I was over. I mean, come on now. You lose too much weight, you're on crack. You lose weight, you might have a heart attack. You know what I mean? Ooh, the crunchy poppers. If I really don't like chocolate like that. So, anyhow. So yesterday, what was it? Tuesday. The girl called me. She texted me to take this shift, and I was like, you know what? Yeah. And then she texted me back and was like, I wonder if you can take Wednesday shift too. And I did say, yeah. I didn't say nothing. I called her. Well, I made a mistake and called her. And I was like, yeah, I can take tomorrow too. And she had another say, well, let me see if I got something to do, and then I'll call you 3 hours early. I was like, this bitch must be out of her mind, because if you calling out, you should already know that you're calling out ahead of time. I'm not sitting by no phone, so I went to sleep. I got up. I politely. She texted me, and I was texting her at the same time, talking about, can you confirm? Yeah, I can't take Wednesday today, but I can take tomorrow. No, I washed all my clothes. Girl, you crazy. I mean, how you not gonna know you got something to do? Unless you just calling out, just staying around. Hi. Because Robin must tell her call Millie. No. It cost $27 to get back from soccer from here. I was like, yo, you keep calling out. We don't work for Sisters of the Poor. Alley Universal fires people. Keep calling if you want them. When I call, I already got my plan made. I don't even say nothing, but can you take my ship? I ain't telling you nothing, because it ain't none of your business. But she didn't even know she had anything to do tomorrow. But she was calling out, nevertheless. I guess Rob took it. I didn't take it. I lost all my clothes. So, I went about picking up hair. My blonde wig, I don't even like that wig. I don't know. I'm going to do something with it, though. I was like, people's hair, they was walking, it was just falling out. And I was picking it up. Ain't nothing bad. It's like, you got a whole bunch of meat or something that made you uncomfortable. You know, you're trying to get your self-esteem back, yada, yada, yada. Solomon, much like Solomon in the Bible. You know, ups and downs. What made me uncomfortable is that man trying to walk him back from me. I was like, no, you go right ahead. You won't be walking back of me sniffing my butt. The men in that building are like pigs. So, the same bus driver, I called the governor because I'm tired, that walked up to me and tried to act like I did something to that girl's daughter when she did it herself. Is on the bus today. This is why the state gets sued, because they drive reckless. But I was just trying to pick up the cord. Usually I don't pick it up, but you know, but I'm picking up the cord, and he kept jerking the bus. Every time he drives, everybody slides all over the place because he's driving reckless, making wide turns so you can slide out the chair and whatnot. So I started telling him about how a colored was a shade lighter than me. Tried to help a white lady, and I swear to God, she could not lift her leg to get up on the sidewalk. And she snatched the leg, nah! And almost, I was like, you're going to hit that ground because I am not scumming my toe, the bad toe. If I hit it the wrong way, it's going to break, I'm telling you. They don't even bend. So just imagine, from the way he stitched it, they do not bend. So just imagine. I went to help her and my toes bend. Oh my God, I think I beat her to death just for her, make me hurt myself. So I was telling him, I said, you know what? I was explaining to him how they think. I'm like, because you're trained, in their eyes, you're trained. So, excuse me, that makes them think you get treated well because you're trained. You're pleasant, hi, hi, hi. I'm not doing none of that. I ain't doing none of that. Hi. The doctor's office don't like me because I don't say hi to nobody. When you go into the doctor's office, right, I think it's about 50 feet. You got to go to, they yelling, how you doing? You get your number. I'm not doing that. No. I get my number. Now they got to yell the number. 1 to desk 4. I'm like, this is crazy. So when I was like, I'd be like, hi, my name is Millicent Holloway. I got a such and such appointment. We ain't even arguing. I'm just letting you know when I called, if I would have read my paper, I would have assumed that it said 7:45. Now that was my fault not reading my paper. I gotta stop trusting people. So but this is the thing. Whoever that lady was like, well, why you don't like her? Because you don't even like coming here. She was like, well, why would I want to come here if I was there and you was giving her the wrong times? You was calling her in when she don't got no appointments. Well, this is all over because her brother is bisexual. And they don't want to believe it. And plus they don't like, because I don't say hi to nobody. I don't even know these people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know these people. So why would I be saying hi to strangers? You know there's serial killers out here, right? Too funny, will get you busted in the head. You know what I'm saying? Why would I walk in the room and say hi, 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 hi? Some people like me don't want to be bothered. She don't say hi to nobody. Who am I saying hi to? The doctor come or whoever, I'd be like, oh, hi, how you doing? But they forgot they stole my phone. The nurse stole my welfare phone. You know what I mean? Come on now. So I'm trying to explain to him why they accept him for who he is. I said, but I swear to God, if you come to Woonsocket, oh, you back? Hey.
Good to see
You too? Okay. Wasn't like the 70s and the 50s. So I'm trying to tell him come to Woonsocket so your feelings can get hurt. Cause you try, and I said, you're a doctor to me. You try to touch him them white people, you're gonna feel it. I said, it don't sting me, cause it already happened. But that boy, he was like, oh my God. He wouldn't even look at me, just kept searching in his car. I said, it stings, don't it? Hurts, Mr. Friendly. And then I had to tell him, Everybody was like, well, why she come out? Because I had to be safe. If I didn't tell nobody who I was, you know what I'm saying? My life don't mean nothing to some people, but it means a lot to me. And the only way I can come out is to have not this family, my mother's family, but my father's family protect me. It's crazy. I had to come out. Because they just like me. I'm like, people don't believe it, but it is what it is and what it's going to be. Now, let's talk about the law. You can take me, record me, and bring it to any judge. It's not going to hell up because you recorded me without my permission. The judge can hear it, but he ain't even going to really, you know what I'm saying, charge me with nothing. Because didn't nobody get charged for my attempted murder. That was a bad whack job, whoever playing that. But it's not even going to hold up in court. Double jeopardy, baby. Double jeopardy is crazy. If somebody already took the charge, you can't put the charge on me. Right, so I got a whole bunch of ties from, because I like ties. Men ties. From Webster Renew and from, Master C. Trips. And it was Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger. They was like name brand ties. They done came in and stole most of all the ties. I'm like, oh, well, they kept the one with the tag. Right? Then they stole the bracelet and brung back the bumblebee bracelet. I'm like, this is crazy, though. But I'm getting ready to get me a landline and have my box set up. So I have me a camera right on them. And I can talk right in the speaker. Please leave my room. So, you know what? You're going to get fired, Joyce. You're definitely going to get fired. You are going to get fired in real life. So let me tell you something. I'm standing there. I only went to Crossroads and got me some snacks. Pumper D was squared that I went to Crossroads. And one thing about me, I'm very observant. Right? This boy left when I was coming. He's white. He got blonde hair with streaks of dark in it. Can be dark brown, can be black. But he got a mask on. The thing I looked at was his sneakers. Right? Okay. So I go to in Crossroads. I'm looking at the homeless people, but I'm looking at their shoes. But then I'm looking at other people's shoes. You are not homeless. We am in $100 pair of Jordans. And I don't know. I know mine when I had them. To my dweller, let her cat pee in them. Smell just like cat piss. Oh my God. And I paid it back for the shoes. I don't know how much the men's cost, but mine cost $100. They got Jordans. Jordans that's crisp. They ain't homeless. They got Jordans. They got Air Nikes. They got some type of Nikes. They are from Woonsocket. Now you get rid of the black people and now you let the white people come sell. No, Joyce, that's not what we're doing. I already told. So this is the thing. I already copped it. That stinky girl's from Woonsocket. She's the girl that was sitting on the ground, but she stink like dog. I was like, you know what? Do me a favor to everybody. I'm like, just because you're homeless, you don't gotta stink. I've been here. Even when I slept outside, I would come here, wash my clothes, take a shower, do it not just for you, but for everybody. I'm like, it's free hot water and soap. They'll let you wash your little bit of clothes for free. They got detergent. Come on now. Oh my God, that boy said, you ever smell hot dog water? I was like, yeah, but she smells way worse than hot dog water. I said, please, it's free. But anyway, yeah, I scoped that all out. Yep, they're right from Woonsocket. Joyce just ain't learning. Joyce just ain't learning. I don't know them, so they ain't riding my coattail because I don't know them. I don't get down with that. That's what I'm saying. They're so busy. This is what I mean about Woonsocket. Woonsocket is so busy trying to get dirt on me. They let them sell. They let them sell. They be right in that parking lot over there by the hotel all geeked up and whatnot. They definitely let them sell. They're riding through. Go right ahead. Somebody's getting out. Come on, let somebody in good. You don't know. You don't know nobody. I don't know nobody. So what is she talking about? The kitchen lady comes with her holding her head down. You know what I mean? You don't know who's gonna walk through the door, but they're smarter than me because they're street. So anyway, when I was here Sunday morning, they called 911. They came, but they didn't take nobody. They walked out there empty-handed, just like they came in. Well, maybe they went and dug in their new plants. I don't know. But you didn't even know that's fantastical. Just them doors are still holding up. That was free of charge. All right, look at them things. Let's I see something for my fifth religion. So anyway, when I came in, this is how ignorant these people are here. Janice told her to lock the door. That's because I must have told her I was coming in. And she acted like she didn't see me. So Alice, the administrator, was in. I mean, she was like, oh my God, that's so. I'm like, you are so corny. Because everything you do, you playing. Now watch Janice walk right through. I hope she don't even say hi because Janice is the devil. Janice and this lady, Alice, they ain't making it to heaven. I'm telling you now, their name is sketched in the devil's door. And I ain't lying. And he's gonna still be locked up because this ain't the first time they did this. I was like, you are so corny, so childish and corny. He runs right in here and runs right downstairs in the basement and sit there for almost 20 minutes or half an hour. Half of the time he's coming in here high and drunk. I wonder how this they just signed up for myself on my life. I talk about everything. Oh, my sister, she became down. Oh, Mary Pole. I must be the lady that sat behind us and seen that roach and almost went crazy. Uh, and I ordered my Uber Eats at 12:45. I'm going for another extra 30 minutes. I had something else to say, but I forgot. I knew I should have took notes. Oh yeah, the bus. That bus, and that's the same lady. They like to talk. This is what I'm saying about people about respect. Oh my God. For you to get respect, get it, you gotta give it. Like, if you come talking to me like I'm your child, that's how I'm gonna talk back to you. Or if you talk to me like you're over me, like demanding, I'm like, girl, I'm like, this button is just like the other lady. I was like, you know what, you want to talk disrespectful, but don't want to be disrespected. And I'm the type of person, I'm going to treat you the way you're treating me. See, what they don't know is the janitorial man, if he seen me walk out the door, he wouldn't open the door. He stood right there. So I'm only treating him the way he treat me. And they need to understand this. What makes him better than me? Like I told the nurse something and she said I had an attitude. I didn't have an attitude. She was mad because I didn't say, nurse, whatever her name was, because I don't know it. A, B, C, D. No, I don't gotta say nurse. I'm just telling you. You're right there. I don't gotta identify you as a nurse. So now I was being disrespectful and aggressive because I didn't identify her like she's, like her job's above mine. It's not. It's not. That's how they are. That some of the people that, not all of them, but some of them that work here, they feel that, they're very demanding. They're very demanding. See, this is the thing that he ain't telling them. I got the pictures to prove it. Anybody want to see the pictures? You can come to me. They're right in the work phone. When I let him in one day, Alice, Alicia, whatever your name is, administrator, I left the door unlocked. And because I left the door unlocked, somebody wandered in. Because it was 5:30 in the morning. He came in way before 5. He come in like 3, 3:30, 4, 4:30. And it was a big man. You see? Just like when Andrea said she couldn't get in, I was in the back removing a trespasser that was sitting on the bench smoking weed. They won't let me do my job. They think my job is in here looking at cameras. No, if I see somebody breaking in the car, I'm calling 911. I'm not running out there to protect your car. No, I am not. But I will call the cops and then we'll get a description off the camera. I hope they can print it. I don't know. She's talking letting people, you ain't let nobody in. First of all, your staff walks in here with scarves all around their face, masks on, hats on. So I don't even know who they are, but they go over there and clock in. I can walk in here, master. Anybody can come here and clock in. You can use a fake phone number. It's easy to register on the thing. Because I registered as a volunteer because the girl kept saying it ain't working, ain't working. I got up and registered in as a volunteer. I don't volunteer. I just did it to see if it was working. So this lady come in just like the stat list, like this employees coming. But what tripped me out is I'm like, oh, And I was trying to be nice. But, nice ain't, nice don't get it all the time. She's got, no, you can't explain yourself. You can leave. She thought she was going to come here and sleep with the nuns. No, you're not. And she wouldn't even leave off the property. She was waiting in the morning to talk to somebody. I called the cops and had her removed because that's my job. Once I get her out the building, she's still sitting out there. I'm calling the cops. I'm not going out there. It was cold. Well, let me tell you something. When I let her in, she becomes my responsibility. And if something happens, it's on me because I let her in. Now, if that African lady was so worried about her being cold, girl, your daughter dropped her off. You and your daughter could have brought her right back wherever you got her from. Because I know that was that gray car. I watched it pull in. I was like, who is that? Who is that? Because her daughter brought her here, went around a couple of blocks and then came back. And I guess she was talking to her because I'm watching her on camera. She ain't staying here. No, she's not. She was crazy. I was like, you want to go to the hospital? She said, no. Ain't nothing. I was like, all right, you know what? Any person that comes to say they just want to sleep with some nuns going to come, it's something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get in like that. And I came in, it was cold. I left her right out there with the cops. I don't know what happened. They said for 5-10 minutes. He was like, I ain't giving her a ride. Well, you better call some backup to drop her off somewhere. She ain't staying here. I was like, she gotta go. That lady was like, well, it was cold. Oh, well, you had a car. You was leaving. Take her with you. She's a liability to me. Hello.
There she is.
How you
My little
doing?
friend. How are you? I'm doing good, and how are you doing?
Good, good.
Everything's good?
Wonderful.
Well, that's good. Well, when you're around and if you're hungry, you look in the refrigerator, you see something you like to eat, you eat. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything else?
Nope, everything's fine.
Okay, well, anybody in there know?
No.
I'll let you know, I know. Okay. Well, I'm going to sit here for a minute to get my breath.
You tired?
No, I was rushing upstairs. I'm moving to a different bedroom.
Oh, okay.
Which I like. It's got the bathroom
Oh, okay.
with it. So another little sister managed. She was changed. So mother offered that to me.
Oh, okay.
So I was getting that a little bit ready.
Oh, getting it together?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So a little
nice.
out of breath. I'll wait and get the breath back, and then I'll say goodnight to you again.
Yeah, you'll sleep good though.
Huh?
You'll sleep good though.
Yeah.
You'll rest
To
good.
the age, I'm over 80.
I know, you look good.
Yeah, over 80. March 1st, 1939.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I was born.
Mm.
Yeah. And I was my mother's ninth child, but she had 3 babies before that passed. That
Oh.
when they were little babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was always in a big family. It was a lot of fun and then you learn how to help.
Yeah.
I remember one day, I wanted to do something, and my mother said no, and I said, I'm gonna do it anyway, Mama.
Yeah.
My brother sat, I was gonna go out, my brother's put his chair right next to it, right next to the door. And when I got there, he picked me up, put me over his lap, and started spanking me. So talking to my mother like that.
Oh, yeah.
And then, my mother, said, oh, don't hurt her, don't hurt her. You know, that was the big thing, don't hurt her.
Yeah.
And my brother said, Mom, we would never speak to you like that, and she will never do that again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. So besides training in the convent, I got this training at home first.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a big Irish family, a lot of fun, but you know, right was right and
Wrong was wrong, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So as soon as I get my breath again, I don't know where it went.
No rush.
I'll be popping upstairs again. Yeah, but if there's anything you see that's, that you can eat and you like it, you eat it. You remember that.
I do.
What's it like outside? Nice?
It's a little damp. It rained all day.
Yeah.
Yeah. It ain't all that cold though.
Yeah, 'cause they needed that for the farmers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that's damp outside. That's it. Well, April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, yes, you got it right there, that's for sure.
Hopefully everywhere's getting a lot of rain. No brush fires. Hopefully not this year.
Well, I got the little bit of breath that I need to get back upstairs. I guess I better do that. Mother goes around and finds me downstairs, she'll be worried about it.
Oh, well, let's get upstairs.
Yeah. Okay, honey.
Sleep
Have a
with the
good night. God bless
angels.
you, and thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
If you see any food you like, you eat it.
Walk slow. Cause you was almost running. I didn't even know that was you. You was moving quick. She was moving like lightning. Oh wait. Oh, we gotta keep. What's with the keep that? Where did I keep that go to? Rob's the professional. Shit, camera's already going out. The fuck you? Oh, I gotta cut out red meat again. But just for a minute. I don't really like baked fish. But I'm gonna try to do. I like salmon. I don't really like the fish with the bones. Cause you eat it so much as a kid. Yeah, I'm gonna be on that chicken and fish diet. And yeah, I think it's my stomach. I think my stomach is holding me down. But I like food. Oh my god. Turkey or ground turkey or ground chicken do not taste like beef. But a lot of beef is not good for you anyway. But but I have been eating low sodium this, low sodium that. That girl said she should be, they want an Al University to kick me out. She should be put out. That's what I'm saying about them. That's exactly what I'm saying. That boy, I don't know if he's there or on the other side, but that's what I was trying to tell him. They are very demanding. She should be put out. You should lose your job. He was outside anyway. He must have knew it was gonna pop off. As I was trying to tell that old boy, I won't do nothing in front of these women at all. Cause now, they got you. That Lisa, how you gonna put her on? She's supposed to have an appointment. She'll be right back here in a couple of weeks. It's just, you know what I mean? People are trying to change who you are, right? They don't want to accept me for who I am. You know what I mean? Why do I want to be like everybody? That's crazy. They do not want to accept me. They want me to be who they want me to be, and that is never going to work. You might as well either accept me who I am or move on and just be like, I don't mind if you say, well, you know what, can you wait for the next secretary or whatever they call themselves, something else. I call them secretaries. And I'll be like, yeah, no problem. Because then I know she got a thing, right? It's not me, it's them. I walked in with some wrinkled pants on, but they was only wrinkled to my past my knees, right? I gotta get a blow dryer for that thing. You see it on TV. You put your clothes on it, then the air and it. Pff, yeah, I got one of them. I don't know. Yeah, I got that. But it's a shirt and a pants. You gotta do it 2 separate times, but it needs a blow dryer. Post to iron them out or whatever. I got that. I'm like, that's what that white dude downtown started. She don't say, I don't even know. That's why I keep telling these people, I don't even know yous. I see somebody, they be like, I was like, you know what I'm saying? Give a phony smile and keep it pushing. I just don't want, you know what I'm saying, people in my life like that. Now all the drug addicts ignore me. He's going to jail. I can bet you that your bottom dollar on that. He's gonna go to jail or get robbed. One of the two. But it will happen. I promise you. I just didn't call the cops yet, but I will. You see, they like to tax. If you come from Providence and you go to Woonsocket and you try to move, they want to tax you. So what gives them the right to come to Providence and think they're gonna get over on everybody else? It don't work that way. So when I was getting out of, but that lady almost hit me with the bus. Yeah, we had words or whatever. She rode right past me, and the same dude. Now keep up. The same dude that was leaving, because they must be watching for me to come. The same dude that was leaving was on that bus. And she let him off, and it wasn't a bus stop there. She was stopping, but when she seen it was me or whatever, she kept going. But then the next bus came down, and I was the only one on the bus. Some dude was trying to get on. He wouldn't even let him on. They drove me all the way through to work. And I ain't lying. And that's the dealer. Ain't nobody else out here got on $100, $200, $300 shoes. And the new shoes they got on their shacks. Yeah, I was like, something going on. Hi. You too.
Happy Easter to you, if I don't see you.
Happy Easter. Oh, these people, they know. All right. It's changed. I'm just like, I am 56. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Every time you let somebody in, they're just in to tear you from, it's like cancer. Cancer eats you from the inside out, and that's how people are. They're nosy now. I forgot my cup. I was coming down the stairs, but you know what I mean? Somebody went in the laundry room, and I'm like, yous are so nosy. That's why I got a curtain hang right there. I don't care if you see in the half room, but they want to see everything that goes. Ain't nothing in here. You done stole everything. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just, I'm at peace with who I am. I'm just trying to be better today than I was yesterday. That's it. That's all I can do. I ain't looking for the world's approval. Because when I'm dead and gone, the world's going to forget about me. Point blank, period. That's just it. That's how the world works. Your name might pop up every so often, but when you're dead and gone, you're dead and gone. So I don't need their approval because I'm not going nowhere in your house. I'm going right to Jesus Christ in the Lord's house. So anyway, this fool is crazy. Right? First of all, when we was dating, he had low self-esteem. He had bifocals. I only dated him because he kept, you know what I'm saying, punching me in my face, and I had to keep, he knew karate or something. I kept, it was this. I was like, mother was like, won't you just date him? That was the wrong mistake I ever could have made in my life. And he took it literally. We ain't even, I'm like, boy, I'm grown. You'll do anything and say anything just to survive. And somebody must have said she glam. I'm like, what? I said, I'm talking about Jesus. I had to stop going. I was in the Bible. I had to go in the Bible. Well, first I Googled it because I need my glasses. My Bible is just the right the words that are just too small in that little Bible I got. Oh my God, the words are even small. So I Google. Then I find the Bible like, yep, this is it right here. You know what I mean? I keep saying you don't supposed to put a human higher than God or Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you people? He was all crying. They said he was at the window. I do not care because you are sick. Right? Oh my God. It's just bad. Some people do. Some people definitely, because he got money. Some people definitely, he's the devil. He was an idol. I made him an idol. I was idolizing him to stay alive, honey. I put him before my higher power. Because at the time, that's what I had to do. But there is some people that choose that. It's like it's a thing called walking. It's a secret society. I walked. Then I had to walk myself. You don't want to walk. You do not want to walk. They think it's walking on 2 feet. Okay. I can't say what it is, but it's a secret society. Only a few of us walk. They choose. Yep. Niecy Nash, she want to walk because she said, I'm not a dog quite yet. You want to walk? Where your wife at? Let me tell her how to walk you. Then you're going to be like, oh my God. When I was walked, I had to tell stories, Lord. It was crazy. I only walked because I beat up these 2 kids. That's how he got me to walk. I mean, I whooped their ass because they was jumping me. They was jumping me. He was like, he was like, Millie, walk for me. I was like, oh my God. He was like, either walk or get beat. I was like, all right. Ooh, thank God for that lady next door. She said, if you don't take that girl in the house, I'm going to call the cops. It's a secret society. All we can say is walk, but you know who's in it. You can see it. Mm-hmm. But anyhow, that's why I'm going to get fired if I keep talking to mother like that. First of all, I don't even work for Sisters of the Poor. That's one thing. Third of all, mother and me don't, you can't force people on people. She can't tell me how to do my job because I already know how to do my job. She can't tell me what to do on my job because I already know what to do. I do not work for Sisters of the Poor. I do my job the way I'm told to do my job, the way I was trained to do my job. I do not work for Sisters of the Poor. Sisters of the Poor do not run me. She don't even supposed to be in my tablet, looking in the tablet, first of all. It's disrespectful to tell us we can't talk because she's down here. That means when we're down here, she shouldn't be down here. Because I think it's wrong that the staff can't talk because the nuns are down here. That's crazy. That is crazy. I walked by some nuns today and I politely talked to them. They was going in the church at Cathedral Square. That's what I'm saying. You're trying to put rules on me. I don't work for Sisters of the Poor. I work for Alley Universal. I'm doing my job. I don't gotta stop talking because that's disrespectful. If she don't post to here, so she ain't no nun down here but her. She's the only nun that's down here in the morning. So you can't say I'm gonna get fired if I keep talking because we don't even gotta have a. And that's what my supervisor keeps saying. She don't gotta be down here when I'm down here. If she's praying, she's praying. I'm at the front desk. Nobody can't talk. That's crazy. That's why they was on the fourth floor, so they couldn't hear nothing. That's what my supervisor keeps saying. Well, she don't gotta be there while Millie's down there. She don't be down here. She waits right until I come and then she comes downstairs. That's crazy. They supposed to be upstairs at 9:30. Do you know that? They supposed to be upstairs at 9:30. They don't understand how ignorant that is. They'd be like, we're praying. Well, you know what? You know the staff is down here. You should pray in your cupboard. If the staff is down here and there's people down here, they should pray upstairs, not down here. God's everywhere. Everybody got to stop talking and sit quiet. That's ludicrous. That's like when they're having a conversation, they want you to shut up. They'll talk right over you. They don't understand. That's being ignorant and disrespectful. Because I wasn't raised like that. I'm like, oh my God. I was raised when there's people talking, you have your conversation, they have their conversation, but you just keep your voice at a minimum so everybody can hear their conversation. I ain't talking to myself. I'm on live. She don't know nothing about live. Why was she in my camera? Her and that other nun. They're the ones sinning. I'm not. They're sinning. Because they sit down here and listen. They know they're supposed to be listening, but they listen anyway. That probably was them. I don't know who them nuns was, but they sure didn't look like these nuns. I was cracking up laughing. I was like, I use some senses. As I keep saying, you can't fire me from talking. We don't even have to have a conversation. Because the thing is, I ain't being disrespectful, but I'm older than you. Okay? If you see the papers out there, you don't gotta look. If you want them to have the papers, you go get the papers. Because the apartments can go get their own papers. We're here for the ones that can't walk or get their paper. But the ones in the back can get their own papers. Turn the lights off. What do you mean turn? I am going to turn the lights off. You're still down here talking. Go upstairs and I'll turn the lights off. She acting like she running me. I'm like, I told myself she don't bother nobody but me. And it's crazy. She don't bother nobody but me. And it is not going to work. Even when Mother Patricia was here, she never liked me since I've been here. But like I said, Janice, I said, well, as soon as you leave, Janice is going to manipulate her like clay. She couldn't do that to Mother Patricia. Why would Janice tell that girl to lock the door? That's crazy. That man's ignorant. Every time you do something nice for them, they start slapping them bags all in your ear, acting crazy. I'm like, if you hit me with that bag, I swear I don't know what I'm gonna do. She don't never discipline sisters of the poor employees. It's always me. Like that lady. Well, what I found out Sunday is that it supposed to have been an insurance scam. She's supposed to got the bracelet in the ring, but I came in and brought it, so she took it back because it supposed to have been hers. Cause he got a whole bunch of new gold jewelry. That's how that went. I wasn't supposed to buy it. They supposed to have got all the jewelry, whatever they said was stolen. I'm like, well, who's stealing? Because I paid for all my jewelry I got here. And that's the God's honest truth. Why would I lie? Just like these doors. I've been here for 2 years. They kept saying, oh, the motors, Dan was saying the same thing. I'm the one that popped them back in place, but then somebody did something to do it, so I can't fix them. And then I came in and popped them again and learned how to do whatever, undo what they did. And then the janitorial man messed with them again so they can be taken off the. But I fixed it again. Once he went to the basement, I fixed them again on my own. And that was free of charge. I'm like, that motor been coming for 2 years. That motor's still not here. This thing been on the floor for 2 years, almost 2 years or a year. They do not fix nothing around here. Not nothing that's supposed to be fixed. This whole time you gotta come up and be redo. They just put this plastic thing here and called it a wrap, child. It'd be cold outside. Janice will turn off all the heat down here. I'm like, this don't make no sense. It just don't make no sense what they do. And then the lady keeps saying she didn't steal. Yes, she did. And Kathy sure did say mother told her to kill that dog. And I ain't lying. She said, because you might as well, you ain't going to heaven, but you might as well tell the truth anyway. That mama told me about I was sick of walking and taking out. Like, girl, we all heard her. They was like, oh my God, did she say? Mm-hmm. Choose the truth, a lie is a lie. We all heard her. Mother Mary Vincent's the only one that's gonna tell the full truth. All them nurses don't even, all them nuns don't even be in here like that. I'm not lying for nobody. That I will not do. No sirree, Bob. I'm like, there was never no locks on these lockers down here. Somebody's pants and I'm like, and whose pants and shoes are in here? Who's taking showers down here? It was like somebody stepped right out of their pants and shoes, right in that locker, the way they're set up. Now I'm like, I never even counted 6 men that came in here. I think I counted about 4, maybe 3. I don't know, usually 2. The administrator, Alicia's husband, and Conrad, and then the janitorial man and Goofy, the troll. Now everybody using lockers. I'm like, this is crazy. Cause usually they just put their stuff in the housekeeper's room. I ain't lying for nobody. You can read all my notes. Pop it off. You know, Adriana giving people permission to park here. I'm like, I ripped that note up and threw it in the garbage. They stopped parking here. And then he came in here with a different car. I said, if you keep parking here, I'm calling 911 and your car's gonna get towed. I ain't playing. Then the guy on the corner parking, running, hiding behind cars. I'm like, this is ridiculous. It's private property. They got their own property. And that house on the corner do got a parking lot on the other side. So I used to go there and wash my boyfriend, wash his car. Because his aunt lived right over here back in the day. Well, don't tell. Don't play on my conscience. Not the way her and Janice treats me. No, 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 no. I said no, no, no. So let me get off. I'm gonna watch a movie or something. I got to 12:45. As soon as I clock out, my Uber will be right there. Uber got where you gotta read and say, acting like they ain't liable if you get stabbed. So I advise you to keep your eyes open at all times. You gotta accept it. You gotta accept it. If you don't accept it, you can't get a ride. If that Uber driver decides to pull over and beat you half to death, you can't make Uber liable. Lord, I hope it's somebody that knows me. I get me a luxury car. Hopefully you got heated seats. It's a guy. I already looked it up. Yo, Uber ain't being liable for nothing. That's what Crossroads should, Crossroads better do it too. Make people sign a waiver saying that if they OD or if they get hurt or whatever, that Crossroads ain't liable. Because the way things are going, you know what I mean? I forgot to take my chicken out so I can cook when I go in. Oh my God. But yeah. Like I said, God is good all the time. You know, that's a demon. That's all they are is demons. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if God and Jesus Christ can accept me for who I am, you better accept me because I'm not, you know what I'm saying? That's why I stay to myself. I stay right to myself. Oh yeah, let me tell you, I had a pair. Well, they was wrinkled at the legs because my legs are the skinniest thing. And I had on a blue jean jacket. I had a blue and white scarf on. And I had some Nikes on. And they was like, here she go again. I'm like, girl, all I'm doing is walking in the building. Here's because they want, why am I walking with my head down? Why can't I be proud of who I am? Here she going here, walking again like she's all that. Well, to me, I am all that. To me. But I'm supposed to love on myself? I don't think they be shit. I didn't even believe I was 56. I thought I was still 55. I'm gonna be 55 tomorrow too. They was like, you know, she's 56. She was like, she ain't. I'm like, they was like, yes, she is. I don't know what your mother looked like, but you know what I mean. I freeze my skin right in the cold. Freeze the wrinkles. Oh my God. And I mean, the pants was barely wrinkled at the bottom. You wouldn't believe it. You know how when your pants are wet and you take them off and then you put them back on when they're dry and they're all wrinkled? That's how they was. And they was high waters. And I didn't really, I just do something on because, I went last time they was really upset. I was like, for that little $50 suit I got, I was like, what? Just let me throw on some jeans, a jean jacket, and a shirt. She was like, here she go again, acting like she's all that better than everybody. That lady was like, all she did was walk in the door. That's all I did was walk in the door. That's it. I was trying to talk to the lady. I was like, ma'am, I'm not coming back there with you. Because she was going to let me in the back with her. I'm like, this is crazy. I don't even really got no Vandover shoes. The only Vandover shoes I got is slippers. I'm going to wear some holy slippers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm going to, do my hair in pickaninnies or put them in little puffs. Because this is crazy. I'm like, oh my God. And the jeans and the jacket I got, everything I had on was free, but my underwear, my underclothes, and my scarf, and my shoes and socks. I don't care what nobody says. I'm getting ready to go get me a voucher next Friday. I'm going to be right there, Salvation Army. Get me some more free stuff. I don't care. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I be hustling I don't be out there sucking slang or selling my butt. No. Nope, that ain't what I do. Whatever I know they're giving, until you don't know how long it took me to get this voucher. Because I'm not a vulture, you know what I'm saying? I won't be back till like next year around the same time asking for another voucher. This time I asked for a furniture voucher, but this time I got a clothing voucher. You know what I'm saying? I even go to food pantries. I don't even want the food. I'm only going in there for the donations. But if you don't go and try to act like you want food, you can't get to the donations. And this is when the rich white people donate last year's gear to get, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to tell you now, there's because I'm not selfish. These people better listen because they had some Jimmy Choos. I don't wear Jimmy shoes because they're too high. But Viola Davis, she's from Central Falls, and I'm going to hit that spot. She donates to this secondhand store. It's on Broad Street. It's green. You can't miss it. I know exactly where it is. I'm like, Jimmy Choos, but I don't wear Jimmy Choos. But the Nikes that lady picked up, they was clean. They was $14.99. They looked brand new. You don't think I'm going there, girl? Yeah, I'm going right there. There was like $100 sneakers over for $14.99. They look better than the ones that Salvation Army have. Yeah, I'm gonna be right in there. Yeah. Viola, you need to get all your little friends. Tell them to go in their closet. I need some Gucci belts, hats, scarves. I can't wear the high heel. Tell them donate some of them $1,000 sneakers. I wear the 9.5 perfectly. Viola Davis' sister was my daughter's teacher in high school. I don't know if she still teaches at Central Falls High, but yeah. I know Viola's mother. Yeah, I know her family. But anyway, yeah. Tell them to look in their closet. Last year's bag it, pocket, send it in a U-Haul, whatever you got to do to get it to Rhode Island. Let's get it going, girl. Let's get it going. I mean, them chibi shoes are dope. They was all on the news. I said, I'm going through there. See what they got. Yeah. I be hustling for clothes, shoes. I'm gonna donate my sneakers, them Pumas. Them Pumas, I can't wear them. They just, oh my God, them corns hurt. They're brand new. I wore them like 3 times tops. I'm gonna go give them right to the Salvation Army. Like, look, I'm donating these, but I got me a voucher. I ain't giving it to the one down the street. And that's another thing. I went down the street. I don't know what's going on with them looking in these pocketbooks. That lady, I was like, lady, that ain't even, I was like, that's not even name brand. It don't even got a price. I'm like, this one got the price tag. This one's brand new. But for some reason, she looked right in there. And I don't know. I don't really like going there. Some lady did some donations, but you know what I mean? You in there, they was like, don't go upstairs. All the Spanish people was right on the second floor. It's crazy. They didn't have nothing in there anyway. Every once in a while, I get me a good suede coat or something. But they didn't have nothing in there. That lady was just dropping off donations. Even Salvation. Now I'm like, you want $3 for this dishcloth and this wrinkle. You better put $1 on it. That's how they do. When people keep coming, they start upping their prices. Cause when I started buying all them bags for like $5 and $10, they start putting $15, $25. I'm like, they're crazy. That's a selfishness. They get them for free. Hello.
Hello. Good night.
Good night. She's cute. Crazy. But anyhow, I'm gonna clock back in at 12 when I get to the house.